Ignore these hidden features, and you'll be paying $10,000 in repairs before 100,000 miles. We've seen identical vehicles, one dead at 80,000, one running past 600,000. The difference? These 10 features most owners don't even know exist. Feature 10. Remote start isn't comfort, it's survival. You think it's just for heating the cab? It's not. Remote start tells your diesel to prepare for war in freezing temperatures. When used with defrost or cabin heat on, it activates a sequence. Warms fuel, heats glow plugs, circulates oil, and holds idle steady. Skip it and cold diesel gums injectors. Unburnt fuel floods the cylinders. Your starter dies years early. We've seen winter wipe out injectors before 100,000 miles. That's like $3,000 gone and you're still stranded in the snow. Set your HVAC, hit remote start, and give it 5 minutes. That one move could save your fuel system. But heat kills more transmissions than cold ever will. Feature 9. Trans-temp gauge. If you think it's just for towing, think again. This gauge tells you when your entire powertrain is about to break. Temps climbing over 220 mean your torque converter's slipping, fluids boiling, and clutch packs are grinding. Ignore it, and you'll burn up $4,000 in repairs. Easy. Most drivers don't need a trailer to kill a transmission. City traffic, long climbs, summer loads, it all adds heat. Watch this gauge like a red line. Ease up before things melt down. It's your warning light before the real damage starts. Use it or pay big. Watching isn't enough. When temps rise, you need a weapon to fight it, and your truck already has one. Feature 8. Manual fan override. Your truck has a switch to save itself, but nobody touches it. The fan override forces your cooling system on early. Pros flip it before big climbs, towing loads, or sitting in traffic. If you wait for the gauge to climb, you're already too late. Coolant boils, gaskets warp, trans fluid fries. One shop visit later, and you're down $6,000. All because you didn't flick a switch. Hit that override before stress builds. It's not a maybe, it's your last defense. Overheating is one thing. Contaminated fuel, that destroys engines even faster. Feature 7. Water separator sensor. That bowl under your truck does more than filter fuel. It warns you when water sneaks in. There's a sensor wired into the separator, and when it flashes, it means your fuel is contaminated. Bad diesel, humidity, overnight condensation, even sketchy stations can trigger it. Ignore that warning light and you're done. Rusted injectors, seized pumps, $5,000 gone in one shot. The worst part? Most drivers don't even know what that dash icon means. Learn it, watch for it, and when it flashes, stop and drain the bowl. Takes 5 minutes but saves your entire fuel system. Ignore that sensor and the next feature won't even matter, because once fuel gels, you're done. Feature 6. Built-in fuel heater. Your diesel has a heater to fight cold fuel, but you might have killed it already. The heater only works if the fuel filter keeps direct contact with the element. Swap to the wrong aftermarket filter, and the connection breaks. Now you've got gelled fuel, starved injectors, and a truck that won't start on the coldest day. One bad night, $1,500 in line flushes and tows, all because of a $30 filter? Terrible. Use OEM-style filters that support the heater. No contact, no heat, and never leave the truck sitting cold for hours. Move within minutes. Keep fuel flowing. Even perfect fuel can't save you if injectors fail. That's why your truck already has a hidden test to catch it early. Feature 5. Injector self-test mode. Your truck's brain knows more than it tells you. Yes, your ECM can talk. It can run diagnostic pulse tests on your injectors. Mechanics use this to catch misfires, flow imbalance, and sticking solenoids before real damage hits. But owners never ask for it, so they miss the early signs. Cold starts that rattle, faint white smoke, or a little lag in throttle. Keep ignoring it, and the injectors stick open, flooding your engine with diesel, leading to a $4,000 rebuild. Ask your tech for an injector balance and buzz test at your next service. It takes minutes and could catch a failure months early. Use the tools your truck already has, not just when it breaks. And guess what? That's prevention. Now here's preparation, the feature that keeps your diesel alive when idling in freezing weather. Feature 4. High idle function. Most owners idle wrong in the cold. They sit too long at low RPM thinking it helps. It doesn't. Cold idling without high idle floods the cylinders with raw fuel, gums up your turbo, and slows DPF regen. High idle fixes that. It holds RPM steady, raises coolant temp, boosts oil pressure, and keeps battery charge stable. It's how pros prep in freezing weather. Miss it, and you're asking for glow plug failure, slow regen, and repeated cold start issues. We've seen trucks clog the DPF in under 30,000 miles because owners skipped high idle. The cruise control switch or manual enable isn't for fun. Activating it under 40 degrees gives free protection for your entire system. Heat is good here, but if you don't manage turbo heat correctly, it'll melt your wallet. Feature 3. Post-idle turbo cooldown mode. Your turbo doesn't stop working when the truck does. After towing or climbing hills, the turbine can hit 1200 degrees, shut it off instantly, and hot oil sits and bakes inside the housing. That turns to carbon, kills your bearings, and melts seals. But your truck has a built-in cooldown system. If you let it idle 60 to 90 seconds before shutting off, it keeps oil flowing until the turbo drops to safe temps. Skip that, and you're on the hook for a $3,000 replacement. Worse? You won't know until power fades or smoke pours out weeks later. Install a turbo timer or just count to 90. Cool it down or burn it out, because the last hidden feature slowly chokes your entire emission system if you interrupt it every single day. Feature 2. DPF Regen Cycle. Your truck has a self-cleaning mode. It burns soot out of the diesel particulate filter while you drive, but only if you let it finish. Most drivers kill regen early. They park mid-cycle, take short trips, or ignore the signs. That lets soot build up until the DPF clogs solid. Then your truck hits limp mode, sensors fail, and you're stuck with another $3,000 repair. Listen for fan blasts, feel the idle shift, hear the tone change. That's regen. Keep driving for 15 minutes or until it's done. Letting it finish saves your emission system. That was emission self-defense. Now for an electrical killer most people never check until it's too late. Feature 1. Battery Management Mode. Most modern diesels have a smart charging system. It decides when and how hard to charge your batteries to reduce drag on the alternator. The problem? Most owners overload the system with lights, winches, and electronics, and never monitor voltage. Here's what happens. Voltage drops, batteries get weak, weak batteries force injectors and glow plugs to work harder. Cold starts become brutal. Eventually your starter burns out and your truck throws random electrical codes. Watch your voltage display. If it's below 12.5 volts at rest or never climbs past 14 volts when running, your batteries are on the edge. Replace weak batteries in pairs, and if you run big accessories, upgrade alternator and wiring. Low voltage kills diesels slowly and quietly. Keep them charged, and your whole electrical system lives longer. And finally, the one reset every pro uses when their truck feels sluggish and dumb. Bonus feature, ECM Relearn Reset. Your diesel learns. It adapts every mile to your throttle, fuel quality, gear timing. But if it learns bad habits, those get locked in. Sluggish shifts, bogged throttle, strange downshifts, or power dips. And most owners never know why. But here's the pro move. Reset the ECM. Wipe the learned data clean and let it relearn from zero. You can pull the battery and let it sit for 20 minutes, or plug in a scan tool and force the reset. It doesn't cost $1, but it clears laggy throttle and weird fuel trims in minutes. This is the trick that makes an old truck feel new again. Seasoned diesel tuners use it all the time. Now you can too. Miss these, and your truck joins the 80,000-mile scrap pile. Use them, and you'll see 600,000 miles without a teardown. So, which of these are you guilty of ignoring? Drop it in the comments.